Oh God, oh God. Let's go. I knew it. We were due. Oh, baby. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing very well. I'm back with my third Battle of Legends Glorious Gallery box. We're still looking for the big five. If you haven't checked the first two videos out, be sure to do that. I am desperate for something worthwhile. I got a few good ones last time. Nothing, again, like life-changing, I wouldn't say, but, you know, some decent pulls. I gotta find something to... I'm in the process of getting a pocket knife. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, subscribe, do all the things. I've got a bunch more stuff coming. I've got a Magic the Gathering collector booster that I'm going to open. I've got a full booster box of the new Pokemon set that I'm going to open. I'm just waiting on a couple things to get here so I can have this video set up a little bit different versus the Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like I said, stay tuned for that. Without further ado, I'm going to get started. I had to get these things open. Bam. There they are. We are going. Couple of, whoa, I'm like mangling this thing, Joseph Mangala. A couple of things. There's a couple of commons here that are actually worth a decent amount, or I say commons. The commons on this set are ultra rares. The secret rares are kind of like, the secret rares are the ultra rares, and then the starlights are obviously starlights. So we're really looking for a handful of the secret rares and the starlights. Now the last starlight I got from the previous box, not to spoil the last video I did, but the last starlight I got was actually worth about $40, which is a pretty good pull. There are some starlights that I mentioned in my first Battles of Legend video that are actually worth several hundred, if not over 1,000 with the Dragon Master. So those are the ones we're looking for. If we get, did I already shuffle these? I don't know. So if we get anything, that's fine. But I'm also in the process of kind of completing this set, so anything will help. The Hidden City is not new. I did shuffle them, and this is a new card for me. I've got TCG Player up to... What? Okay, there it is. To do some quick maths here. Constellar Caster. We've gotten this card literally multiple times every video. It is worth 87 cents. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that actually. So Constellar Caster, I think I've got probably 4 of, and so not anything that I'm too excited about. Not a bad pull, I wouldn't say. 87 cents for the rare is normally pretty good. All things considered, it's not, it could be better. Oh God, breathing's hard. Anyway, I've got a handful of Constellar Casters. I'm keeping an active log of what cards I do and do not have for the sake of, again, completing a set. Shared Ride, I don't think I have. I've not seen that one yet. I'm doing, yeah, 40 cents. Doing a little bit of research on the fly because there's some of these that are actually worth a good amount. Stellar Nova Binding. So Stellar Nova Binding is 56 cents. There's actually a Starlight of that card worth $27. Thank God that wasn't where we burned it. But I'm doing a little bit of quick research on the go to try to update the prices for these as I go. I'm going to give you a final tally at the end, but otherwise I'm just going to kind of rip through them. The other Armament Reincarnation was... Man, I was reading the wrong line. I thought it said $12 and it's actually 15 cents. But anywho, I'm trying to keep the prices up to date as I go. It's very hard to edit them in after the fact, and I'm again working on a way around that I think is going to make for some good content. Ooh, Shape Snatch. I don't understand the purpose of this card. A 5-star monster with 1700. But anyway, Empire of... I don't think I've seen that card. Whoa, look at that. 77 cents. A couple of good secret rares. As I mentioned, I'm trying to see how much of this set I can actually get. I've gotten a couple of the harder ones out of the way. So I've got, this is agonizing. Okay, there we go. We're good. I've gotten a couple of the other ones out of the way. So I've got Dark Magician Girl, I've got Summon Skull, and I've got Exodia already. None are Starlight Rares, but they are, you know, some of the cooler ones out of the set, I would say. Got a little trash bag set up over there. Okie dokie. I got a good feeling about this one. I don't have a good feeling anymore. Invoked Ray Jim. Red Nova. Red Nova. No, 16 cents. I'm thinking of something else. Don't mind me. Substitute, which is another new card that I haven't seen. Ooh, 58 cents. And then Stellar Knight Triver. So Stellar Knight Triver is worth less than the... yeah, Stellar Knight Triver is worth 17 cents. Substitute is actually worth about 60 cents. So we'll go ahead and sleeve that one. Not because it's worth a ton of money, but because I do plan on taking a good amount of these to my local card shop and seeing if I can get rid of them for the sake of, you know, getting more packs. I probably won't do that with everything. There are a couple that I've pulled. If you haven't seen my second video, so I've done a couple Chaos Origins boxes, and if you haven't seen those videos, there are a couple of cards. Oh no, I've got a little, there we go. There are a couple of those cards that I may end up having graded, depending. I haven't looked too much into it yet, but I had a very good couple of pulls with that box that I think are probably worth it. Bond between teacher and student. This is actually a pretty good card. Okay, cool. I believe there is a secret rare of this. No, I'm wrong. Totally wrong. But it is 60 cents. So there's a couple of cards that I do think I might get graded, specifically out of the Chaos Origin set. I haven't really pulled anything out of this one worth grading, in my opinion. I don't want to spend the money and wait on the turnaround for it. But there's a couple that I pulled, specifically Black Chaos and then Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos, that I think would be worth it. I actually have to order or open more sleeves. Hold on a second. Again, pocket knife on the way. Right now I'm using a lead pencil. But, anywho. Let me get these. Alright, here we go. We are in business to defeat the Huns. I have a stack of cards just out of frame that I need to organize. It's causing me a good deal of anxiety. All right, made this mistake last time, so if you don't leave the sleeves in the like little protector film, I guess, they will just fall out everywhere. So not making that same mistake twice. So we'll just kind of tuck it in there. That'll work. All right, the hard work is over. We're back to the fun and games. I just have a good feeling. I think we're going to get something this box. I'm due for it. Shaddoll Fusion. Sabersaurus. This is like a Gemini Alpha equivalent, which I love. Silver Rocket Dragon is a card that I don't have. And 10 cents. It's a dime. Quirinus. 37 cents. Not the greatest. I didn't say it was going to be that pack, but I do have a good feeling. I'm thinking we're going to get Supernova. I think we're going to get the red Supernova Dragon, or whatever that one card is. Again, may not be this pack, but I have a feeling he's lurking in the box, waiting. Anguish Pattern. Friendsmith's Tract. I don't think I have either. Oh, 379. I thought that was one. So again, there's a couple of non-rares in this set that are actually worth a fair sum of money. While I'm not opening it to, you know, really like recoup my cost, I will say that it is nice not getting absolutely destroyed on the pulls, and that one's a pretty good one. So again, Friendsmith's Tract, that's about $4. Not bad. Magispector Unicorn Kirin. I want to say I have one. Do not remember. 10 cents, okay. Condemned Witch. I'm having to look some of these up because I don't remember what the prices are. Oh God! Oh God! We got Dominus. We got Dominus. Let's go. I knew it. We were due. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. That's a big hit. That's one of the big hits. Dominus Impulse Starlight Race. $542! No, it's not. Wait a minute. No, this one's still just 85. No? Wait. Am I crazy? No. Yeah, just... Oh. Okay, I got a little premature there, but still, Dominus Impulse, the secret rare version, or the ultra rare version, is 85 smackers, baby. 85 clams. Oh my god. And we still haven't even hit the big one. That is so good. I apologize for the preemptive celebration. We were about to go, oh my word, we did it. That is, I think that's the biggest pull on the channel so far. Kind of sad. I mean, the channel's kind of early. $85. That's just that's so good looking, man. All right. Back to earth. Back to back. Oh. I think the landscapers are probably out there thinking I'm having a medical emergency. All right. If we get back-to-back bangers... It's good. Oh, yes. I have this card. Nothing. Dupe Frog. First strike advantage. Raiders Knight. All right, we're back to Earth. We could still go back to the Stratosphere. No problem. Raiders Knight's a quarter. So, not quite the 80-something dollars, but Dominus Impulse. Oh, my word. What a pull. The Starlight of that is top 5 as far as value in this set, and I didn't know that the regular ultra rare had the extended art. Okay, we're back. I gotta dial it in. Dial it in. Mirror barrier. God, mirror barrier is 16 cents. All right. Dragon Ravine. I feel like El Shadal. I think I have this card. I don't remember. Yeah, 16 cents. All right. Ground Xeno. Oh, man. We really hit the big one early there. 57 cents. That's not bad. But everything. See, I don't know if I like doing that. I want to hit big, like getting a big pull like that is freaking awesome. I feel really bad because my hands are sweating, and I hope I didn't screw up that card. But it kind of is a bummer because then everything else seems like it's not as good, when in actuality it's, like there's some other good stuff in here. It just isn't Dominus Impulse. If we got Dominus Impulse, the ultra rare, and then got another Starlight, that would be unbelievable. Oh, Keeper of Boundaries. Armidy's nuts, am I right? Anyway, 23 cents. There is a Starlight Rare of that one, and it is $12. And if I would have gotten that Starlight Rare, I would have punched the wall. No, not really. I would have thought about throwing something at the wall. Oh, man. All right. I told you, boys, the tables are hot. They've been hot. Witch's Strike's actually pretty good. Ghost Fairy, Elphobia, I think. Nope. Sophia, Goddess of Rebirth. No. Learning Elf. Learning Elf is not that good. We pulled one. Yeah, it's a quarter. Pulled one on the last video. Okie dokie. I'm just mangling this pack. Don't worry about me. Shared Ride. Shared Ride, I think, is worth 40 cents. Zorda. Zoroa? 10 cents. Fairy Tale Sleeper. Stellar Knight Delteros. That's not a bad one. It's 66 cents. There is, again, a Starlight version of this card that is $17, so consider that a bullet dodged. You know, lightning striking in twice. What are the chances we get both the regular and the Starlight of that card? We've already kind of hit the jackpot on this box. Like, everything at this point is literally just profit. So, you can't be, like, too upset. Having said that, if we were to, you know, I don't know, pull a red Supernova Dragon, like I said we was gonna, then, oh, almost pulled it. It's a trap card. Red Nova and Champion's Pulse. Red Nova is 16 cents. Champion's Pulse, I've pulled before, but I don't think it's, yeah, 37 cents. So I didn't think it was worth very much, but it's always good to check. Okie dokie. We're moving right along. Man, my heart rate is just through the roof. Invoked Purgatorio. Thorns of Portlands. Stellar. That's a bad pull. I don't even want to talk about it. Moving on. All right. Concealer. Invoked Caliga. Do I have that? 15 cents. Mermail. El Shadal Construct. That's a really cool looking card. It may not be worth much, but it's cool looking. 60 cents. There is a Starlight rare, again, that is about $11.50. So, yeah, we're fine not. Man, if there was a Starlight and the Impulse, if there's a Starlight in this box as well as that card, that would be bananas. Just bananas. Okay. Unbreakable XYZ Barrier. Dragunity Glow. 20 cents. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the packs out. And we are going to pick. So we've got 6 packs left. And I'm going to say that this one has the Starlight. So we're saving it for last. You know, because a lot of times I feel like you get that one big pull early and then nothing happens afterwards. That may be the case here. I mean, we hit a banger, $85 on the non-Starlight version of Impulse. But what if there's more awaiting? Oh, Remus. Remus, I believe is, yeah, a quarter. All right, no problem. We're still dialed in, you know. So let's see. My hands are shaking. I don't know why. Like, there's nothing to be nervous about here, but 20 cents, Fairy Tale Snow, Invoked Caliga, we looked up. Oh, it's not the Starlight. Oh, that's such a good pull, though. I've already got this card before, but it's not quite as expensive as you'd think. Yeah, it's like $2.65. That's another good pull, though, man. The tables are hot. I've got a feeling. I've got a really good feeling. This box has been good to us so far, and there's more to come. Exodia the Forbidden One, just the secret rare, $2.65. There is a Starlight rare that is $46. Again, I would have been okay with that, but the fact that there still may be a Starlight in here is giving me hope that we got something good coming. Maybe not. Maybe we do. I don't know. I might have just spoiled something. It was a monster. Starts with a T. Tehushadal Grista. I don't think I have this card. 37 cents. Wait a minute. Substitute is actually worth more than that. Substitute is 58 cents. So both of those cards are about 60 cents. Not bad, not great. Nothing to write home about. The Exodia pool is big, though. Like, we're We ended the last opening with the Summon Skull pull, which is a really good way to essentially close it. It was like the second to last pack. If I could get a Summon Skull Starlight Rare to close, just really any Starlight at this point is going to be a big, big pull, because the Dominus Impulse is like, that is all we needed this whole time. I'm looking at Gravekeepers. Nope. Okay. Some of these Magic cards are worth some, and I always have to remind myself. Galaxy Eye Cypheress Dragon. Probably not 27 cents. Again, there's another XYZ monster that is worth a good amount, but I have a hard time keeping them straight. Let's see what we've gotten here. We're running out of time. Gave it a 6. Lacrima the Crimson Tears. I don't think I've seen. Oh, 45 cents. That's a pretty good one. Rocket Recharger. Awareness. This one is not worth much. Yeah, 37 cents. Okay. 2 packs left, including the one that I set aside. If I call this, it's going on Reddit. It would be just, oh God, that would be so spicy. Okay. Stellar Knight. Oh, Junkmeister's big. That's a great pull. This card's actually really good. Oh, baby. That is $10. Yep. The Starlight, there is a Starlight that's 33, but Junkmeister's $10. Oh my gosh. This has been the best one, the best box we've had so far. And then I go and turn it into a PSA 7, yeeting it into the sleeve. My God. Okay. That is huge. We are cooking. And we've got the last pack. At this point, if I don't get something tasty out of this, I'm going to be disappointed. I know that the disappointment is unfounded. There's no reason for me to be disappointed, but I'm going to be. I'm telling you right now that I'm going to be upset. I can't spoil it. Got to keep them lined up. Okay. Card Destruction. Not bad. All right. Last card of the box. We shuffled them up. What is it going to be? Constellar Caster. Okay, my God. I've gotten so many in this guy. I'm going to make a whole freaking deck full of Constellar Casters. It's 87 cents. Again, in my mind, like there's no reason to expect anything more out of that box. And yet here I am, just like pissed off that we didn't get a Starlight. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay, so let's do the recap. I do this at the end of every video just to show you kind of the highlights of what I got. I may have missed some, I'll be honest with you. I don't price check every card. I price check the ones that I think are worth something, but I'm not very good at picking that out. So we got Constellar Caster, last pull. Junkmeister, really good. Like I said, about $10, which for a non-Starlight is actually very good. Exodia, the Forbidden One, again, another decent pull, a few bucks. El Shaddoll Construct, Stellar Knight Delteros, Ground Xeno. Friendsmith's Tract is the ultra rare that is actually worth a good amount. So this is $4 or $3.79. Bond Between Teacher and Student, Substitute, Empire of Empyrean, Stellar Nova Binding, another Constellar Caster, and then the big hit, the Dominus Impulse. Look at that. Just beautiful. I don't think you guys can actually see that too well because there's so much glare. Can I turn this off? Perhaps. Oh, God. Let's see if this helps. No, not really. Okay. So, Dominus Impulse, great looking card. The Starlight would have been a case hit, so just for reference, Dominus Impulse, the plain, this version, which is the ultra rare, is $85. The Starlight Rare is $542, which is, I believe, the second most expensive card in the set. Yes, so the Starlight Rare version of this card, let me make sure. Yeah, no, that's not Starlight. The Starlight Rare version of this card is the second most expensive in the set, behind the Dragon Master Mage. So, yeah, that's about it. Just like I do on all the videos, I'm going to put the total tally here for the pulls. If you're interested in these cards, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to sell them to you, depending. And then otherwise, tune in. Like I said, I got a few more boxes to do, so that's probably all the Yu-Gi-Oh! I do today. I wanted to record both of these, get to editing them, but other things that I have kind of planned are a Marvel Magic the Gathering, or Marvel Superheroes Magic the Gathering collector booster, which I'm very excited about. I might save this until we hit like 100 subscribers perhaps, because that's a big deal. And then the other thing I've got, which is another thing that I'm really excited about, is Pokemon Pitch Black booster box. So I have a plan to record those. How I do it, I'm going to change the setup a little bit so that I can actually live scan every card as I kind of put them in. So I've got an idea on how I'm going to do that. I just don't have the supplies to do that yet. So for the time being, I am doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, which, again, this box has been great. So I've got some big things coming up. I've got a couple videos by this point that I've recorded and just need to edit. Thank you guys for all the support. We've hit over 100 views on the first one, and then we're creeping up on the other 2 that I've posted, so this should be video number 5 unless something changes. I can't say enough how much I appreciate everybody watching them. Again, leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell me I'm annoying. I don't care. Just tune in and hang out. With that being said, I'm gonna hop off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.